To download MySQL, just go to your web browser and type mysql.com. This website of MySQL will appear in front of you. You can go to this option, that is download, and or you can come to the bottom of the website and here you will see the download section. Here you have to click on this one, MySQL Community Server. As you will click, you will be redirected to the next web page. Here you can see MySQL Community Server 8.0.3. Here it is showing operating system. You can choose which operating system you are using. In my case, Windows is there. And here it is showing MySQL installer MSI. We have to go in this one, go to the download page. Here you will see two options, that is MySQL installer web community and MySQL installer community. I am going with this one as I am having internet. So just click on this option, download. Here again you will see the next page and here it will ask to log in and sign up. Just click on this option, no thanks, just start my download. Your file will start downloading as it is 2.4 MB, so it will install in just a second. Okay, just click on this one and the installer will install the MySQL in your system. Now this window will ask you that do you want to allow this app to make the changes to your device. Just say yes and let the installer do its work. Okay, again it is asking MySQL installer launcher.exe. So again give the permission, say yes, and the installer will install the MySQL in your system. Okay, this window will come in front of you, like choosing a setup, which setup you want, developer default, server only, client only. If you want to download full setup, so you can click on this. I am just going with the custom as we want server and shell only. Okay, now as we clicked on next, so we got this page. Here it is asking available product. Different products are available like server, application, MySQL connector and documentations. So I'm just going with this one, MySQL server. Again, now here I'm going to select this one, and as we have clicked here, we have to click in this button to bring in this section product to be installed. So I'm just clicking here. As you can see, the MySQL server came to this part. Now we have to select in the application. Here we are having Workbench, Visual Studio, shell and router. We need shell to write our command. Just select here, and the first one, MySQL shell 8.0.23. Here you can see I have selected this one, 64-bit, as my system is of 64-bit operating system. You can select for 32-bit if you are having 32-bit system. Now as we have selected MySQL server and shell, just click on next. Okay, here it is asking that ready to download. You have to just click on this one, execute. Okay, so execution will start. This installer will download MySQL. Okay, now as it is downloaded, so now just click on next to move to the next process. Here it is asking the installation process. So one configuration window is also coming, but it is not coming in my case, but we are going to configure it later. Just install it as it is saying ready to install. Click on this execute button. The process of installation will start. As you can see, the installation process is also completed. So just press on this next button. Let's click on finish. Now this window will come in front of you. Just close it, and now in order to configure the shell, now just check whether that is installed or not. So it is installed in our system, that is MySQL shell. Just click to the command line client. Now let's see it is opening or not. So it is not opening. We need to configure we need to configure shell with our server. Okay, as we have downloaded the server and shell, so we have to configure that too. Just go to the download, and here you will see that file or installer, MySQL installer, by which we have installed. Just again double click on this and it will start. It is saying yes, just click on yes, and the installer will come in front of you. This window will come and it is saying to reconfigure. Okay, it is giving another option also, like add, modify, upgrade or remove. We need not to do these all things, but in order to connect shell with server, we need to configure, as that window doesn't came in front of us at the time of installing. So we can configure by clicking on this reconfigure button. Okay, now this window will come in front of you. It is asking type and networking, so just leave everything as by default. Okay, just leave everything default and click on this option, that is next. And here it is asking use a strong password encryption for authentication recommended. We will say okay and say next. Now it is asking MySQL root password. We need to give any password for our database, so I am giving a password. You can give whatever you want, but remember the password whatever you are giving. Type the password again, and here it is saying that MySQL user account. You can add some more account if you want. In my case it is not needed, so I'm just clicking next and leave everything default. Just click on next, and these are the services. Okay, configuration steps. So we have to just click on this execute. Now as you can see, each and everything is configured, and it is saying the configuration for MySQL server 8.0.23 was successful. Click finish to continue. So just press finish. Okay, now let's see that everything is fine or not. Just go to the command line client again, and now it will ask you to write the password. That is, whatever you have given, you have to give the password again. So to enter to the server, now we have entered in the server, as after giving the password it is showing that welcome to MySQL, but before this command line client was not opening. Okay, so now it is configured and it is saying some information like welcome to MySQL monitor. Now we entered in this command line client. Now here we can write our query, whatever we need. We can create our table, but before creating a table we will see how to create a database, because each and every table is created under database. So how to create a database? To create a database, we will give, to create a database we have to give a command, that is create database command. Now what is the syntax for create database? So we just have to write in the capital letter, that is create database, and whatever the name you want to give, let's say school. Okay, and semicolon. Now semicolon is used to end the SQL statement. Okay, to end the SQL statement we give semicolon after each statement. Now just press enter and you will see query okay, one row affected 0.19 second. Now this means our school database has been created. Now we can create tables under that school database. Okay, now one more thing, once this mention statement gets executed, okay, a database with the name school is created on system. You may give any name of the database. Now to open the database to work, use statement are required, okay. After creating a database, to use that database we have to give another statement, that is use, and the name of the database, that is school, okay. Then again we have to give a semicolon, then press enter. Now it is saying database change. Now you are under school database. Clear? You are under school database.